Hey guys, so here's a good one for you. Hyundai Elantra. This is a 2015 1.8 liter. If your valve cover or engine cover looks like that, and your engine looks like this is what you're looking for. This is a no start condition. I was getting a code P0340, which was a cam position sensor, which is right there. This one was throwing a code. So what I did was I tested this. I actually tested everything. I tested my crank sensor because the crank sensor code came up. This code came up. I believe 116 came up, and it was all going crazy. But the most important one was the 340. I believe it's 340. It's the camshaft position sensor code. So first thing I did was I tested that. Now it seemed like it was starting funny. When I went to go turn it over, after starting and letting it turn over for like, I don't know, six to eight turns, I don't know, whatever it was, it would make a clank, like tooth missing noise. In most cases sounds like a starter when a starter misses a tooth and it wraps off the flywheel or in the transmission, whatever. But anyway, and it would make that noise, but I was able to get it to start, but was running rough. So talked to a buddy was telling me about research and stuff like that these Elantras are having problems with valves, either a bent valve or a timing chain, or he said belt, but this one has a timing chain. So I decided to remove the valve cover, and I'll show you what I came up with. Again, it was that one right there, and it's this cam right here. That's the cam sensor that was throwing a code. So I'll pause the video, come back and show you what I was talking about. I'm going to remove this valve cover. Hold on a second. So I got the valve cover off, and right away, as soon as I take off the valve cover, look at the timing chain, turn it over a couple turns. Again, on this cam, that cam sensor was throwing a code. What do I find? That. And that was the noise I was hearing. It was like a teeth skipping sound, like thought it was the starter. That timing chain's not sitting right. If you look on this side, that's how it's supposed to be sitting. And this side's not sitting right. So which tells me the guide or the tensioner down there, something is broken. So I'm gonna have to take off the, go after the timing chain and repair whatever is broken down there. I'm gonna take off the front cover there. Might make a quick video on how to take that all apart, but there's videos on it already on how to get it apart. But yeah, that was my no start condition. That's a P0340 Hyundai Elantra. Pay attention to your cam sensor codes, your crank sensor codes, because your engine might be doing something funny. In lucky cases, it's just the cam sensors or the crank sensor. That's in a lucky case, but in this case, it's the timing chain. Something's going on with it. So I'm going to take it apart, fix it. Might give an update. Might shoot a video on how to take that stuff apart, but there is videos out there. Some good ones. There's a guy, I can't remember his name. I just subscribed to him, but he's got a good video on. He's nice and clear and step by step on how to take everything apart. But anyway, that's a 2015 Hyundai Elantra. I think 13s are the same as well. They're pretty close. I had a Hyundai Elantra, or I have one right now, a 13. It's almost the exact same car. It's just 2 years older. And all the parts fit. I was able to, that's how I did some of my testing, was I took off those parts from that car and I put them on here because that car was starting. So I put them on here, tried it out, took these parts off of here and put them on there, like these cam sensors and stuff, and the crank sensor, the cam solenoids. I switched those all over, checked the spark plugs, made sure all my electrical was testing right, and before I started taking apart to check out the timing chain. Yeah, but pay attention to your codes. Whatever is throwing a code, that's pretty good that these engines have 2 sensors, and I think it's got 2 cranks or 1 crank sensor. It might have 2, I'm not sure, not positive, but it's got 2 of the cam solenoids, and it'll tell you which one is off. It pretty much points you in the right direction. Now, if I was paying attention, it would have pointed me in the direction of this chain, well, which is what it did, but it took me a while to figure it out. I had to do quite a bit of testing. It took me a day or 2 just to do all my testing. But anyway, that's it. That's my no start condition. Going after whatever's down there to check on the timing chain. Timing chain's loose or something's happening. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.